What's up everyone, AJ on AJ's Heli Journey here. So it's been a minute, but I'm back and hopefully you had a great winter. Unfortunately, I was not able to do much of anything with RC Helis over the past winter, which is why I haven't been posting any content. My goals with being consistent with simming and flying over the winter, unfortunately, were a bit of a fail. Life kind of got in the way, and it is what it is. But the weather up here in Canada has started to get nice again, and I've been really itching to get back and flying. So I jumped on the sim a couple times over the past couple weeks, and I've also started to fly the M1 Evo again. So at the end of last season, I had crashed the M1 Evo, unfortunately. I didn't get a chance to post a video about it, but kind of sat that way all winter, and this week I got the parts to fix it, and it's back up and running. So I figured, today I was going to do some flights to get myself kind of back in the swing of flying, so that I can continue my progress in flying this year. So I thought, it'd be as good time as any to start posting some content again. So I appreciate you joining me here if you're still watching, and let's get to it. So here we are, about to do a little test flight. So I'll tell you what I found with this M1 Evo. I don't know if I mentioned this before in any of my older videos, but with these 2S 350 milliamp battery packs, I have found that flight time for me anyways is, especially, I don't know if it has to do specifically with these cooler conditions, because I haven't flown this in the hot weather, but flight time's only about 3 minutes. And for me, that's because I like to fly my battery packs, my lipos, down to 3.85, so that they're at storage charge, so I don't have to put anything back. Of course, you can always fly longer, but that's what it is for me. So here we are, we're gonna get this up and running. I hope I set the camera right and you can see this, but here we go. Like I said, I did get some starter flights in yesterday, but we're still kind of cold, in the sense that still got to kind of get back comfortable behind the stick, so to speak. But we're starting from a much better place this year. As you can see, I can quite easily fly these circuits in my backyard. That speaks to my comfort level, I guess, with flying, but also speaks to the size of this heli, because I have more room, I guess, effectively. So we're doing just some counterclockwise circuits, controlled, I guess. It's raining all day here today. Still kind of cold, as I mentioned, but fortunately the rain has stopped. It is a little later in the day here, but hopefully we'll get a couple flights in. So those were some counterclockwise. Let's try and do some clockwise ones here. So one of the things I want to work on a lot this year, other than obviously learning some new maneuvers, is being able to do different things while I'm, different maneuvers as I'm flying. What I mean by that is, to this point, most of the time, for each battery pack, I kind of focus on one maneuver, which allows me to just, okay, so I know the stick movements, and I just work on getting comfortable with that maneuver for an entire battery pack. But when you're kind of changing things up, so to speak, you have to shift gears mentally to be able to do something different. It might not seem like much, but for example, here with like some stationary pirouettes, you go one direction, some different forces apply to it if you just automatically go in the other direction. So anyways, we got 20 seconds left, so let's bring it in. And what I want to be able to do is, I want to be able to do comfortably do a lot of different maneuvers, whether it's circuits in the figure eights, and do those figure eights switch up from forwards to backwards to funnels and so on and so forth. So that's my big goal this year. But for now, we're just gonna get comfortable back on the sticks, and comfortable with orientations, and hopefully quickly get back so I can pick up where I left off and go from there. Okay, so here we are, flight 2 of the day. This will probably be the last one because the sun here is going down pretty quick. So I mentioned also that I crashed this heli, and I was working on some inverted stuff, and if I'm being honest, this heli, although it's an awesome heli, just like you would expect with a lot of small helis, can definitely get twitchy. And I just it was a little cold outside when I was doing it. It was in December, or no, was it December? I think it was November. I can't remember honestly, but what's it called? Sorry, I'm just kind of focusing here, but working on some pirouettes. But yeah, I went inverted, just quickly kind of lost control a little bit. Didn't really lose orientation, just it got away from me, and it crashed. Fortunately, funny enough, all I damaged, and any one of you that has one of these probably knows that they actually crash quite well. All I damaged, as it turns out, is just the main shaft and the feathering shaft. That was it. That's all I had to replace, and it was back up and flying. I apologize that I didn't get a chance to post the video for that, but it is what it is. Like I said, life kind of got in the way. But if you're getting back into it and you haven't flown over the winter like me, you probably want to start with just doing some of these small maneuvers, or what anyways. And some nose in hovering here. Things that you should be, basics that you should be comfortable with. And that way you kind of build up your confidence again. And then after you do that, then you can start doing more complex stuff that you probably already know how to do from the last season. We do just a couple of quick figure eights here before this battery kind of runs out on me. I'm not going to get into it much, but we've also had some issues up here with being able to fly, and with government restrictions and issues with MAC, our insurance providers, and so on and so forth. So it's been challenging to figure out where I'm going to be able to legally fly my bigger helis. But I can say, I don't want to get deep into it right now, but I can say that I do have my R-Pass here in Canada. It's called an R-Pass. Man, I'm drawing a blank as to what that actually stands for. You can look it up. I have my R-Pass, basic R-Pass license, which does allow me to fly in non-restricted areas. But anyways, that's made it a little challenging to be able to find plan where I'm going to fly. But anyways, I'm looking forward to flying the big helis again for sure. But for now, this is what we're using. So that's going to be it for today. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I look forward to putting out some regular content again in one way, shape, or form, whether I'm flying these little guys or the bigger helis. All right, man. Take care. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.